In the end, despite all the boycott calls, India did play Pakistan at the Asia Cup. We won, hands down, and the Indian captain, in a moment pregnant with optics, refused to shake the Pakistani captain's hand after the toss. There was no handshake, there was no eye contact. Surya Kumar Yadav said it was in solidarity with the 26 families who lost their loved ones in the Pahalgam attacks. He said this was his team's tribute to the armed forces that avenged Pahalgam via Operation Sindoor and Operation Mahadev. He said the government and the BCCI were aligned, but ultimately it is a call that was taken by Team India to dump convention. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Pakistani team should have seen it coming. The calls to boycott Pakistan in the Asia Cup have been so loud that even astronauts at the International Space Station would have heard it by now. But for some reason, Pakistan, the patron-in-chief of terrorists who plundered Pahalgam, thought it was going to be business as usual. So you kill Indian citizens, deny any role, play cricket with India as usual. Well, the usual didn't happen. Pakistan went crying to the ICC, saying India's actions were against the spirit of sportsmanship. Now the PCB, that is the Pakistan cricket body, wants the match referee to be removed because he asked the Pakistani captain Salman Agha not to shake hands with Surya Kumar Yadav. In protest, he skipped the post-match interview as well. But all this drama hasn't impressed the opposition back home in India, that is calling this nothing but optics. They say the BCCI ignored public sentiment and played Pakistan for profit and will play them at least once again before the Asia Cup ends. The opposition in India says the whole handshake saga is actually just a fig leaf act of petty redemption by a government that should have actually cancelled the match but didn't. In fact, Priyanka Chaturvedi of the UBT is rubbing it in, saying that India's win will only add revenues to the PCB, that's the Pakistan Cricket Board, that in turn will use it to rebuild the LET headquarters in Murid K that the Indian Air Force had bombed. Listen in.
It is extremely shameful that the BCCI decided to go ahead with this match. It is nothing but dishonoring the martyrs of Pahalgam. I think the government very clearly chose profit over patriotism.
जो मूल इश्यू जो आज देश में चल रहे हैं, महंगाई है, बेरोजगारी है, किसानों के इश्यू है, ये सब इश्यू को डाइवर्ट करने के लिए इस तरह का ये खेला बीजेपी केंद्र सरकार में बैठकर कर रही है.
गेमिंग, सोचो ग्राउंड गेमिंग ये होने दे रहे हैं और कौन सी गेमिंग बंद कर रहे हैं. एक गेमिंग बंद कर रहे हैं और दूसरी ग्राउंड गेमिंग चलने दे रहे हैं. सोचिए आप.
पूरा देश जो है उनका जो है ऋणी रहेगा कि उन्होंने हाथ नहीं मिलाया है. इतना बड़ा बलिदान दिया है. वो तो छोटे छोटे बलिदान लोगों ने दिए हैं, अपनी जान के बलिदान दिए लोगों ने. औरत ने, किसी ने अपना सुहाग खोया है, बुजुर्ग बाप ने अपने बेटे की अस्थियां गंगा में बहाई हैं. तो बड़े छोटे बलिदान थे. इनके आगे जो सूर्य कुमार यादव जो हैं, उनका जो बलिदान है तो बहुत महान बलिदान है कि उन्होंने हाथ नहीं मिलाया.
Question is, has India normalized relations with Pakistan by agreeing to play them? Does winning the match or not shaking hands with Pakistan's captain somehow justify sporting relations with a terror state? Now, the government of India says there is an Olympic-sized compulsion that is behind not boycotting Pakistan.
इसका सोच है अपोजिशन पार्टी का हर समय राजनीति करने का, वो ठीक नहीं है. जो क्रिकेट खेला है ये पाकिस्तान इंडिया का बायलैटरल खेल नहीं है, एशिया कप है. पाकिस्तान का साथ तो भारत ने कोई मैच खेला ही नहीं है. कोई बायलैटरल पाकिस्तान में भी गया नहीं है, पाकिस्तान को अलग से बुलाया नहीं है.
मल्टीनेशनल टूर्नामेंट जहां पर एसीसी या आईसीसी करवाती है, वहां पे किसी भी देश के लिए मजबूरी या जरूरी हो जाता है भाग लेना. अगर वो नहीं लेंगे तो टूर्नामेंट से बाहर हो जाएंगे. कई वर्षों से हमने ये निर्णय किया है कि भारत पाकिस्तान के साथ बायलैटरल नहीं खेलेगा जब तक पाकिस्तान भारत पर आतंकवादी हमले या कार्रवाई बंद नहीं करता है.
In fact, we are also now hearing from former BCCI President Saurav Ganguly on the match yesterday and the no handshake optics. This is what he's saying.
So do you think that we could have done not playing that match that took place yesterday?
Terror must stop. That is most important. But sports also cannot stop. But terror has to stop. All around the world, not just India, Pakistan. You've seen so many things happening. So that also has to stop.
So do you think that we could have done not playing that match that took place yesterday?
Terror must stop. That is most important. But sports also cannot stop. But terror has to stop. All around the world, not just India, Pakistan. You've seen so many things happening. So that also has to stop.
That was a straight question that was asked. Was the answer straight? Definitely not. It is neither here nor there. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, the deed has been done and will be done again because we will be playing Pakistan at least once, if not twice, again in the Asia Cup. Come to think of it, India's captain did what he could. He sent out a clear message that there are some things that are much bigger than sportsmanship and personal relations. Should we then be dismissing Sky's gesture as hollow optics like the opposition is? Should his terror tribute be seen as a feeble fig leaf or a clear message to Pakistan?